using that pivot foot to get all the way to the basket. Vucevic with the high percentage score.
This is Chicago's largest lead here on opening night. Bam, 15-footer, bullseye. Oh, he lobbed it. Somehow it got to Bam. Gathers and jams. That's a big bucket.
Lowry gives it up. Adebayo connects.
Well, they're just so much bigger right now and stronger than the Heat team.
Adebayo's.
A lot of game left, folks. 10 minutes in the third quarter still to play. The lob for Bam and the slam. What a hookup.
Really good with that shot. He's got great touch and bounce.
Bam fires and scores over Koloko. Lowry bouncing for Bam. Nice. Pick, roll, and foul.
In the early foul trouble, having to get subbed out a bit sooner than normal. Even though he's been able to register the 14 points, just hasn't had the same rhythm and command.
No one there to help the helper. Green with the easy putback.
Bam Adebayo, pretty set up by Butler.
That serves them well as they're about to go on this road trip out east.
A little miscommunication defensively. They leave Adebayo wide open.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah, he named himself that. I love that. I need to give myself a nickname. You asked me earlier in the quarter, is it time for De'Aaron Fox to take over? I think it's safe to say that he is.
Yeah.
Duncan Robinson for Bam Adebayo. Look out below. Pick and roll for the slam. Kyle, pick and roll with Bam. Look out below. Wow. Pick and roll to perfection. Just 2 minutes in. This is Bam teeing it up, knocking it down. Jimmy Butler missing the game tonight with a left hip strain, a little tight on the left hip. Tried to warm up tonight before the game, didn't feel good enough.
Hero was dribbling the ball. TJ just kind of faked at it enough for the mishandle.
And it crawls in for Bam Adebayo.
1 point Portland lead. Bam against Nurkic. He has a quickness advantage. He'll fire and hit. ISO for Bam, using his quickness on Nurkic. Vincent back to Bam, puts it in. Bam against Richards. He'll fire and connect.
Yeah, nice work by Bam being able to attack the taller Richards, who's 7 feet.
Heat need a spark with 5:10 left in the game. They've been outscored in the fourth quarter, 22-6. Oh, Bam with a big one.
That's really hurting the Hornets right now.
That's why they've lost 7 straight games in 9 of their last 10. Bam, a bump and a dunk. Oh, Bam Adebayo putting on a clinic in the paint with 3:25 to play. Lowry set up, Martin. Oh, blocked from behind by Oubre Jr. Bam, dotted line jumper, got it.
Suns 9 of 15. Here's Vincent on the drive. Drops it out to Adebayo as Ayton came to help.
You got to read that on the weak side.
Strus able to make that catch, but the shot clock already down to 7. Lowry turns the corner. Missed it, but Bam put it in! Bam!
He gives the Cavaliers an early 4-2 lead.
Well, the patience of the Cavaliers thus far early on, taking their time, executing. No run and gun, but pure basketball.
Russell over to Towns, inside looking for Gobert, miscue there. Lowry pushing it. Martin, the lob to Adebayo. Wolves holding on to a 2-point advantage. The pull off, Adebayo ties it. No resistance.
These two teams gave us overtime Friday in Washington. Bam to the paint. Bam! Plus a foul.
Not really getting the defense to buy into that and finding Kispert right under the rim.
Nice screen set by Bam, gets it back and delivers. Hero working hard without the rock, gets it. Lobs for Bam! Slam with the right hand. Well done, Hero setting it up for another Bam slam.
Adebayo. And this one drops in. unstoppable today. 32 points.
Sounds in a long homestand here. Adebayo, that's his first three in 2 years. Adebayo tracks it down right in front of us. Fall away, Adebayo.
It's got to be within a minute. They got to stand up.
If you have those expensive seats, you're loving it right now. There's a guy walking in front of you all the time. Vincent. Adebayo.
Miami 3-9 when they trail through 3 quarters. Adebayo with a face-up jumper that goes.
Former first-team All-American as a Duke Blue Devil. He's got the Pistons' first 4 points. Bam against Isaiah Stewart. Good matchup. Bam on the run.
John and Eric, back up to you guys.
Right, thank you, Jeremy. We enjoyed that. Young U.S. soccer team this year in the World Cup. That Bam putting on a show. He's got 8 points. Bam against Nick Batum. Come and get it. 42 seconds left in the half. Bam with a bullseye. Bam Adebayo, 10 points in the quarter. Trailing by 2.
Excuse me, you can't pick up your dribble. Keep continuing to do that tonight too, and not having a point guard out there.
Oh man, there he goes again.
Hart getting to the right hand with that pull-up from 5 feet. He's good out beyond the arc, too. He's their leading scorer, attacking the rim and shooting beyond the arc.
Love the pass by Hero. He's got 8 points. The Spurs are ahead by 4 now with 7:35 to play. Bam from the dotted line. Well, you could sign on the dotted line anytime Bam shoots from there.
When you look at it, Nembhard has got Lowry.
And Adebayo.
Yeah, with the assist hand from Jimmy Butler, who got double.
Right. Meeting with all their broadcasters. And that's just, I mean, that's just a part of being what we've been privileged to be as a part of that NBA family.
I am telling you.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do when he grabbed that basketball. With the time running down.
Now Bazley going to work, trying to defend Adebayo. And
I'm trying to stop those drives to the basket. You know, the Thunder had 18 points in the paint in the first quarter.
Adebayo cutting across, pulls up for the shot.
Tre Jones, their point guard in his 3rd year out of Duke. He's having a very solid season for the Spurs. The lob for Bam! And a crusher! That's the 8th assist today for Tre Jones. Only has 1 turnover. One of the best in the league in assist-turnover ratio. Oh, Bam. And Bam Adebayo has the defensive rebound. Bam on a pull-up and knocked down. He's 4 for 4 here in the second. Highsmith knocked it free. Here comes Bam. Duncan. Back! Yes! So you better be ready for a lot of Indiana rainbows. Bam knocks it down. So 2 scores in the paint. Hero surrounded. Highsmith on a baseline drive, dumps it for Bam, who scores. Has a very important play. LeBron James already with 12 points. Jimmy Butler on the bench for Miami with 10 points. Bam against Bryant. Bounces in.
Oh, so good to have him back, Bam.
Served as an NBA assistant since 2011. We're happy for Darvin. He's getting a shot as a head coach. Bam! With another crusher on a Hero lob.
His 5th point.
Island. There's Bam inside where the Nuggets.
That's 2 on Collin. Inside. Up. Floater. Good. They'll kick it out to a 3-point shooter. That's Utah's 12th turnover. Oladipo, 1-on-1 behind the back, getting fancy. Floater counted.
Second bucket for Zoom Clippers out in front, 14-10. Butler. Adebayo right in his park place. And the Clippers do it again. Going to need a little help. Adebayo got the helping hand we were looking for. Punches it in.
I got a question for you. Do you in your everyday, conversation use incongruent?
Yeah, yes, a nice little
Adebayo.
Flip shot by Adebayo.
Gabe Vincent into the front court for Miami.
Somewhat low-scoring first half so far. Adebayo. Right into the chest of Landale and put him in the weight room.
Nets ahead by 4, despite Brooklyn shooting 61%. Here he comes! Oh, another poster for Bam Adebayo. Claxton just a little bit ahead, but they're the 2 top shot blockers this year. Bam. Oh, he drilled a 16-footer. That coming just outside the paint. 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Bam, down the runway! Another poster for Bam Adebayo. Woo! He's one of the league leaders in double-doubles. Here's Bam, dotted line. Oh, why don't you just sign right on that dotted line, woo! Bam Adebayo?
Then step out to the perimeter. That can confuse the coverage right there. And no one covered Lopez, wide open.
There's Bam. He says the paint is his wheelhouse. He's been...
Oladipo behind the back to Adebayo, drives, layup, got it.
For Hunter in his 3 games with that injury, and 7 straight games since with 10 apiece, and Adebayo is heating up. He puts in another.
Now Lowry.
I tell you what's interesting. One thing you can't allow the Miami Heat to do that they're doing thus far, besides Bam Adebayo just killing in that mid-range area.
Just signed a 3-year, $20 million deal. Worked his tail off to get it. So give him credit. Larry tried to take it away. Bam Adebayo will get it, though.
Adebayo quickly with pace at the other end and lays it in.
Boy, there is the beauty. This year has been a story of a lot of injuries. Butler's missed a lot of games. Everybody's missed some. Adebayo with the floater.
Excellent defensive segment for Caleb Martin. Here comes Bam! Yes, sir! Oh, the Red Sea parted for Bam Adebayo.
Solid character, outstanding voice in the locker room, and maturity. It's invaluable.
Off the Jackson miss, Adebayo makes them pay with a short pop.
String together a couple good possessions here to score. Little pick and roll.
Adebayo gets the bounce.
I'm not the smartest guy in the contest either.
Screen from Adebayo. Double on Hero. Shot clock winding down. Adebayo. Yes! Now Wagner switches to Martin. Here's Bam against Carter Jr. on the turnaround for 2 more. Banchero, Carter Jr., Franz Wagner, and Gary Harris for the Magic. Bam Adebayo teeing one up.
Hornets have time for a stop and a score. Well, there's the score for Miami. Bam Adebayo! Bam 2 feet in the paint. That's the way he's playing this year.
Started to say here 2 nights ago, the Cavs shot it at 56% from the field, 60% from deep as Adebayo inside, takes his time and dunks. Butler, cut off by Mobley, gets to Adebayo. He flips it up and in. Heat 94, Cavaliers 93.
Last 4 shots.
Adebayo, jump shot is good. With 0.3 of a second remaining. And that will end.
I switched that tire by Deuce.
That was some nice ball movement. Adebayo, the jump shot. He got himself in rhythm with those dribbles.
Yep.
Well, before that three-pointer, Giannis was 6 for 6 from the field, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. I mean, the guy's got 17 points. I know you got some. We'll get to them. It's a 6-point basketball game. Bam Adebayo.
Ball faking, sliding, stepping back. He always stays beyond the arc.
Bam Adebayo beats the clock.
You need a guy like that to step on the road if you're the Pacers.
Pacers ahead by 2. A couple minutes left. First half. Bam from Gabe Vincent. Mail it in. Here's Bam on the move. Double clutch, scored anyway. Vincent fakes the 3, gives it back to Tyler here. Nice pass, Bam with a slam, and the Heat letting everybody touch it. 39-36, Miami by 3. Look out! Oh, the runway was cleared for the takeoff.
Rebound Adebayo.
The thing is, Miami struggles to score. They're last in the league in points per game at 108.
Adebayo.
Adebayo, short jumper, cuts the lead to 5.
Give him that shot a little bit. Bam Adebayo, though, has pulled his efficiency out from distance from around the rim, but he's got the nice soft touch there. Nabil Kareem will take you through it.
Do you have the NBA app?
Oh, my gosh, I live on the NBA app. You have to. Adebayo living in the paint.
With under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. One step at a time. With a two-handed stuff.
Nets hold a 3-point lead. Robinson floated up. Adebayo throws it down.
There's 4 players out there from Miami to get accustomed to playing with Love and also to get him some touches early.
Bam Adebayo coming off. He's played so well this year, averaging career high in points and three-point shooting and made threes. Adebayo gets the bounce up to 18 points now.
Sixers navigating some key minutes here with Embiid on the bench with 4 personals. Adebayo, the spin, puts it in.
Here's Bam, 14-footer. Bam Adebayo knocking down mid-range shots. Bam with a little bit of a runway. Collides with Barrett and scores. Went right through R.J. Barrett. 2 scores in a row from Bam Adebayo. Makes this a really important offensive possession. The lob, Bam, the slam. Oh, they needed it. They got it. Gabe missed the corner 3. Hero ran down the rebound. We'll see the Quinn Snyder influence as the weeks go by. Bam hits the short hook. And a very good-looking first half for Miami. Butler drives in, pitches out. It's Bam. It's good. And they got all 10 of their points in the paint.
Got to contain Trae Young.
Bam, mid-range jumper. He's 5 points for the 23-year-old Darius Garland, who averages 22 again. Here's Bam against Stevens. It counts, and the foul.
Under control there, coming to a 2-foot jump stop. Let Bam fly by so he could get to that dunk.
Bam tangled up, fouled, and scored. That's a big night already. It's the largest lead for either club tonight. Bam, down the runway for the slam. His second dunk. 1-point Heat lead. LeVert sends it in. Bam deflects it. Strus steals it. Back to Bam for the slam.
It's a nice list of guys on that far right over there. Yeah, that all-time list.
Bam Adebayo gives Miami the lead. Shot clock under 10. Benson driving, gets it to Adebayo. He moves in a step, fires the jumper off the dribble, and it bounces in. See that thing slip away in regulation. Now you go to 5 extra minutes against this team. Adebayo backing in deep, poking and hitting for Miami to tie it up.
Vincent again, shot clock duress. A Hero 3 at the end of a possession, bounces away. Bam with the offensive rebound. Underneath, he hammered it down. Oladipo from downtown. Rebound, Bam goes up strong to the score and foul. 3-point Memphis lead. Butler drives in, sets up Bam from the dotted line. That man loves his dotted line. Tyus Jones for 3. He wasn't in bounds. Here comes Butler, has Hero. The trailer, Bam for the jam and foul. Lowry wanted a foul call. Kennedy Chandler, the rookie from Tennessee. Bam spinning and scoring again.
Strus to Adebayo. Over Vucevic. Got the bounce. Here's Adebayo. Jumper over Vucevic is good. And the lead is down to 12.
Lowry to forecourt. Lowry bounces to Bam Adebayo. From the paint, fires, fills it up. Got room to make the pass with a nice shot fake too by Cord. Bam Adebayo in the lane. Turns, fires, fills it. He's murder in the paint.
And he's coming off a game where he exploded for 57 points against Minnesota, so he's playing with great confidence.
That's another good matchup. Bam knocking in a jumper. Bam against Dinwiddie, double. Now Bam resets, got a wide open look and makes it. Bam Adebayo in that paint. A remarkable story. 10-point Heat lead. 2 on the shot clock. Bam got it off and hammered it down.
We're going to hit the 5-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Give and go. Adebayo to the rim.
Butler still hasn't taken a shot. Bam Adebayo down the lane, shoulder into Jalen Duren. Off the high glass with a shot, and he scored it.
The Heat third in the league in forcing turnovers. They're near 16 forced turnovers a game. And they're on that pace right now as Adebayo makes them pay.
Downhill off the dribble. You want him to shoot more outside jump shots. Very good going to the basket.
Bam Adebayo, so good in that mid-range area.
They will be the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. Back in, Adebayo, great position, gets the bucket. 77-68 Hawks. We are under 5 minutes to go in the third. Butler goes to work. They surround him. Adebayo for 2.
Right into the hands of the Hawks for an easy layup.
Lowry cross. Adebayo shows it and scores it.
All of a sudden, you get some production out of Kobe White from beyond the arc. You've got something.
Yeah, he was perfect the other night. 4 from 4 from the floor. Made his only 3.
Adebayo goes right into the defense of Lopez. Bam Adebayo, he's got 20.
And let's see with this small lineup against the Bucks if they are, I should say, disciplined enough. The way this Bucks team can get going offensively, impressive.
Adebayo answers. Miami with 16 points in the paint.
Just about this game is about you getting your rhythm and confidence back as you get ready for game 3.
Adebayo jump hook, got it, and the foul. Here's Butler. Inside, Adebayo. Wham with the right hand.
Oladipo trying to get free from Javon Carter, who's had a really good season for Milwaukee. Adebayo foul line jumper is there. His second basket.
Milwaukee was supposed to be the deeper team. Portis missed the 3. Lowry with the rebound. Bam, Euro stepping for the score.
They believe that they can win 2 games. They can win 2 more games. And now you got to win 3 out of 4 if you're the Bucks. That's a daunting task.
Adebayo gets the basket.
It's Robinson. Adebayo, who has not scored until right there.
Released way too high.
Vincent will peel himself off the defense of Allen. Find Adebayo inside. 8.5 to go in the third. It's Love to Adebayo. That was over Lopez. And Bam will have some room right here. Bam with 11. Lopez in his way, and a 15-footer is good.
You don't want your star player picking up those cheekies early.
Miami just 2 of 8 here to start the game.
Bam Adebayo, free throw line strokes that's something he worked on last offseason. Vincent, something that Joe Ingles just did. Adebayo with the follow, and a much-needed bucket for Bam Adebayo, his 3rd make of the night.
Perhaps trying to settle his team down defensively.
Here's Adebayo coming off that triple-double against the Bucks and knocks down the field goal from inside. Down by 7-2. Adebayo, that's his office, and he knocks home the mid-range. He snakes the ball screen. Adebayo spins, wheels, got it with the left hand.
They use all but 3 seconds of the clock.
Adebayo gives it up. Lowry. Loop it. Caught by Highsmith. Quickly trying to defend. Adebayo, that's a clean look. Lowry against Grimes. Upstairs! Major elevation. Bam Adebayo on a special delivery. We're going to hit the 2-minute mark. Lowry for Adebayo. The long strides and the flip goes down.
And an early foul on Randall. Let's see if the Heat go at him. Try to get him to pick up that second one. Vincent to Bam Adebayo. And over Mitchell Robinson able to hit. And it's 4-0 Heat. but it is possible Miami could get to the NBA Finals the way they're playing. So it's possible he could be back as Bam Adebayo soars to the rim and stuffs it through.
Miami Grand Prix.
That's why you are one of the best, Bird.
Love inside Adebayo, and he gets the deuce. Lowry being watched by Hartenstein. 12 to shoot. Adebayo asking for it. Gets the step. Puts it down with a... Barrett gets screened by Adebayo. Tries to recover on the Strus drive. The dish. The finish. Bam, Adebayo strong to the hole. Adebayo the screen. Lowry uses it. Back for Adebayo. The jumper is good. So Butler will check in. Next dead ball. Adebayo attacks on Hartenstein, spins and scores. Butler swing. Adebayo ducks in and finishes. Bam Adebayo. Terrific move on Robinson. Adebayo makes his move. Fakes. High off the window for Bam Adebayo. 107-101 Knicks. Lowry with 7 to shoot, using the Adebayo screen. The roll, slam! Big finish for Bam Adebayo.
Vincent circles. Miami shot the lights out against Milwaukee, but they have struggled from deep in this series. Adebayo, the spin and the flush. Love, who just picked up his second personal. Adebayo on Hartenstein, able to lay it in, so Robinson goes out. Tom Thibodeau trying to steal a little rest. Brunson with the 2 fouls as well. Here's Adebayo. He got it. Lowry. Adebayo swoops in. Denied by McBride. Got it back. Pushed it home. 1:12 to go. Butler trapped. Finds Vincent. Vincent on the attack. Adebayo. The slam.
Horford with the missed 3. He was the second best three-point shooter in the regular season, but struggling in these playoffs. Bulldozing his way inside Adebayo. He got the steal and he got the assist. With 4 minutes gone here in the first. Inside, Adebayo right there again.
Yeah,
second foul goes on Tatum.
Adebayo's had trouble with that shoulder on and off, and you see again, Reggie, the Celtic defense on Adebayo.
It's Brogdon. Smart. Hold on for Williams, and a nice knock away by the leaping Butler. Adebayo galloping, bumping, driving, and the score.
Spoelstra wanting more pace, more tempo out of the Heat.
It's Butler trying to go inside. Bam Adebayo right over Horford.
Get out in transition and shoot threes. Remember, only 29 threes in game 1.
Adebayo, a great screen, and he gets it inside from Butler.
He said we have to be able to withstand the Boston runs. They're a great team. We know they'll go on runs, but how do we respond?
Jaylen Brown got his first 3 at the other end.
Well, our dynamic duels on each squad have done what we expected them to do. Bam now.
Got a couple nights ago, but then went cold. He's got 2 here already. It's Adebayo from Lowry. I'd pay to have dinner with Woj, Shams, and Adam Schefter. I would pay. Driving is Adebayo.
Well, that's his first real attempt.
Defense into offense, that time off a rebound on a very difficult shot.
Celtics by 1, burrowing his way.
You talked about this at the top, Coach, creating offense from your defense.
Keep trying to get Bam Adebayo going early, and there it is, Reggie, just what you talked about now.
Martin has taken his place, and Adebayo will take it down low and take it to the rack. And getting him unhinged offensively is huge.
Adebayo struggled, 2 of 8.
Bam, double, nested defenders are but he got it to go inside. Miami 47% shooting from the floor. It goes up high, and Adebayo is there, and Strus with the assist. Adebayo will collect the ball and gallop the other way. He can bring the ball up court, does a lot, drives right by Horford for 2. He's got 3 in a row. Here comes Robinson back in the game, but for the first time in the second half, finds Adebayo over Smart. That's what they need. Points in the paint. Cornette trying to stop Butler. Robinson, Bam Adebayo will slam it in, and Duncan Robinson the assist.
Vincent to Adebayo. Adebayo going right at Jokic and scores. And Miami back up by 1. Butler nearly stripped back up top. Strus chased off his mark. Finds Adebayo. Baseline jumper. Bam Adebayo. Great start. He's 4 of 6 from the field. 6 on the 24. Lowry. Cross court Robinson. Off the dribble. Robinson inside Adebayo. Just gets it off in time.
Think about the impact from the forward position in this first half. Gordon and Porter and what they're doing.
22 of the 41 points.
Fighting over screens and staying attached to Jamal Murray. He will light you up if you continue to give him those type of looks off the screen and roll.
Adebayo. Boy, he looks great offensively. Well, Jokic misses the 3. He's been shooting well from there. Adebayo fakes, continues his aggressive offensive night. Backs it home. He's got 20 points in 20 minutes. Butler back to Adebayo. And Bam Adebayo continues his great offensive game. Adebayo, Highsmith, and Vincent out there for Miami. 5 on the 24. Adebayo catches. Nice soft touch for Bam Adebayo. Adebayo. His jump shot after jump shot. Final seconds. Strus to Adebayo. Jump shot is good. Bam Adebayo with 6 points. 2-point lead for Denver. Meanwhile, free throws 0 for 2. Adebayo left-handed lays it up and in. Butler down the lane. Back to Adebayo. The floater's up and good. Bam Adebayo now with 14. Miami Heat, they won their first 6 home games in these playoffs, but they lost their last 2. Adebayo, fancy move from Adebayo off the glass. Strus had the nightmare game 1, had a great start to game 2. Adebayo jump shot. Butler drives, bank shot, missed it. Adebayo tips it, gets it again, puts it up and puts it in. Great second and third effort from Adebayo. Murray again picking up Butler. Gets into the paint, finds Adebayo left-handed. Beautiful shot from Bam Adebayo.
And a terrific find by Butler.
People don't understand how great Bob McAdoo was.
Man. Adebayo banks it in.
Jokic has yet to use the shot fake and drive.
Adebayo gets inside. Here comes Lowry. Inside for Bam Adebayo. Butler trying to get free. Good ball denial from Gordon. Adebayo, quick move, leans in, jump shot, it's good. Well, the defender's got 15 big points off the bench. Adebayo drives inside, quick bucket from Adebayo. Murray, stolen by Adebayo. Good ball handling from the big man, and a quick bucket for Miami. Butler's missed his first 3 shots. Bruce Brown's in. Alley-oop to Adebayo. Beautiful pass from Strus.
Kyle Lowry pointed him back into the post.
Green picks up another foul. Shot is good and 1. Lowry saw what he feels was a mismatch.
But they're getting good shots against the zone. It's not the shots that they're creating. It's the inability for them to convert, as Adebayo once again